Hello, good morning. Good morning. Does anybody here not understand English? Hey, wonderful. So, the show is going to go in English. So welcome. This is the show of the workshop that we have been doing on Wednesdays, the storytelling workshop, which was promoted by ESTA, Elder Share of the Arts, here in the center. And we're very fortunate to have worked. Several people, unfortunately, got sick. Rafael Piña is not here, and Savi is having a very serious trouble with her health, so she is not here today. So I'm going to have to fill in for them. And we're very, 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 very sorry. It was my mistake. I've been very sick these days. We did not put Edna's name on the program. It was my mistake. I am very embarrassed that this happened. So, there was a rabbit, a hare with long, long ears, and his little tail, and he was so quick, he could run so fast. And there was the turtle. The turtle, as you know, does not even run, she walks. And the rabbit, he talked a lot. And he said, "Oh, turtle, you're no good, you don't do anything right." And the turtle said, "Oh, I can do a lot of things." And the rabbit said, "Oh, then why don't we do a race?" And the turtle, before she thought, yes or no, she said, "I do the race with you." And so they went to a special place to start running, and they ran, and while the turtle didn't run, she just walked. But she walked. Caminó, 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 caminó. And the rabbit, brincaba, she did big leaps, and she was so fast that suddenly said, "Oh, I'm tired. The turtle's gonna take forever. I'm gonna sleep a little bit on this rock." And the rabbit went sound asleep. And the turtle walked by and got to the finish line, and the turtle won. The rabbit woke up and saw the turtle at the finish line and said, "Oh, no. I forgot to tell you that they had bet." The turtle said they were betting $100. And so the hare said, "Oh no, I'm going to have to pay the $100. No, I'm going to hide." But then he said, "No, I have to hold my word." So the rabbit went to the finish line, and the turtle said, "Give me my $100. And the hare said, "Okay, I give you the $100, but it's not fair, you know." The turtle said, "Camarón que se duerme, which means in English, if you fall asleep, the river's going to take you far away. So one of the things that we discovered in our workshop is that gossip, stories, have many interpretations and many versions. So this is another version of the hare and the turtle.
In the Philippines, we have also another version of the hare and the turtle. The turtle was very angry already, although he is a kind animal. He was already angry with the hare because he's always bragging and telling that he can do anything because he keeps on jumping, running, and he can beat the animals in their farm. One day, when they met on the farm, the turtle looked at the rabbit or the hare. Let us have a race so that you will not be bragging yourself. You keep on bragging of your skills. And I tell you, I will beat you one day so that your friend will not be also bragging about yourself. So there was an announcement that tomorrow, the turtle and the hare will have a race. So the animals were divided into two parts, but it's not two parts really. Almost of the animals goes with the hare because they believe that the hare will win. Though the turtle was sad because he was just only two animals who is sharing the body. The turtle slowly stand in the line while the rabbit wants already to jump because that's his attitude. But the referee of the race told that they should play the game good. So the rabbit stayed at the hare. We call this rabbit. When I was young, I called that rabbit. So the two stayed in the same line, and they heard the referee say, 1, 2, ready, set, go. Immediately, the rabbit jumped and walked. While the hare just looked, just like a dainty lady looking at the rabbit at the hare. Then, because the rabbit want to win, but because the hare want to win, he kept running, jumping, running and jumping. Then he got tired. But he didn't want to sleep because the music of the cheering squad is a music to hear it. She kept on hearing, the hare kept on hearing, go, 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 rabbit, you are going to win. We are with you. Because of that music in his ear, he fell asleep at the side of the rock. He did not notice that the turtle walking very slowly passed already. He just noticed that everybody is silent already. He did not hear the noise of her cheering squad. So he walked up and looked around and see that the turtle is nearing the finish line. He was very sorry, but all the animals is now with the turtle. He is cheering already with the turtle. Go turtle, go turtle, you are going to win. You beat the rabbit or the hare. The turtle slowly reached the finish line. The turtle reached the finish line and looked at the turtle and looked at the rabbit. See, I told you I will win you. Don't small me. Don't small my ability because I will beat you. That's what I told you. But you know, according to the turtle, I'm sad because those friends of yours just go with you when you think you are winning. But when they know that you are not winning, they are besides me already. That's the end of my story.
So, friends sometimes are like that. They are with those who are winning. When you're losing, they're not there. And the third version, which is the version of Savi, who unfortunately is sick. Actually, this lady had everything to do. Would you help me? Yeah, help me. No? Okay, so I'll just repeat what she said in the workshops. The end, the story is the same, but the lesson is different because we add this little traditional Philippine story, which says the mountain was talking to the squirrel. And the mountain was saying, oh, I'm so strong. I can carry the forest. I can carry the river. I can carry the people. I can carry the animals. I can carry the plants. Am I well, Albert? Right? And the squirrel was bored of this mountain always showing off. And so the squirrel one day said, yes, you can carry a lot of things, but I bet you cannot break a nut. So each of us have our quality, and we are all different, and putting all those qualities together is what makes us really strong. Thank you. We talked a lot about many things, and we discovered that our cultures, Filipino, Guyana, Mexico, are different. But also, we discovered we had so many things in common, and one of the things in common is the food.
I'm talking about the Puerto Rican sancocho. I make a difference. The Puerto Rican sancocho, I put pig, I put tortilla, ñame, the sofrito ingredients, and I let it boil, and we all eat it. And the sancocho is very good.
I was born in the Philippines, and I'm proud to be with you, American citizen. Edna has mondongo, and the Mexican has other soup. The Filipino people has also a very delicious soup. We have plenty of nilaga in our place. We have nilagang mani, that's boiled coconut, that's boiled peanut. We have nilagang kamote, it's sweet potato. But the best nilaga that we use in our lunch, dinner, or breakfast is nilagang baboy. It's a pork soup. We use the ribs, cut it into bite size, put peppercorn, then a little salt, and we use the grass. What's that?
Lemongrass.
The lemongrass. Thank you. Because I am already 10 years in the here in America, I forget the lemongrass. We put in the kettle and boiled it for 1 hour. If you just boiled it for 30 minutes, the taste is not good. We just put a little salt because we use after the meat is tender and the vegetables are here already, we put saba or banana, then the green vegetables, potato or kamote, sweet potato. We put a lemon, then we use the patis, which is the fish sauce. Thank you, and I'm inviting you to taste our nilaga some other time.
And in Mexico, wait!
Hey, where you going?
Since we don't have the Guyana recipe, unfortunately, but in Mexico we make pancita, and pancita is the stomach of the cow that you wash. You put it in a big bin with water, and you have to step on it so it gets really clean. After that, obviously, you wash it again, and then you cut it up, and you put garlic, and you put a certain chile, a certain pepper that we call guajillo. We toast it, and then we grind everything together, and we put also onion, we put salt, we put a little bit of pepper, and we cook it. We don't put vegetables, no vegetables. It's just the meat and the chile, and that's very good, and that is the Mexican pancita. And now the third section of the show is called Coconut Stories, and that is why we're here for the coconut stories. And these stories we worked on for several weeks.
You have to win over.
La historia del coco.
Tiene que ser más largo ahora.
Once upon a
Ah.
Bella la isla.
time, there was a bird. He was trying to eat a coconut. He was trying to eat a coconut. He was hitting it with a finger on top of the coconut tree, but he couldn't. So the coconut fell down, and he kept on trying and trying and hit it with the feet. And he tried, and he couldn't break the coconut. All of a sudden, the coconut broke in half, and he was eating the water, and he was so happy. So the coconut said, "Oh, that's why you have to try things again and again and again, so you could do the things." Bueno.
Asustada que está.
Mucha gente. Oh, that's beautiful. Nipa.
The story of the Nipahat. Once there was a young couple live in a farm in the Philippines. They want to live simple. They want to have a simple living, but they want to have also their own house. So they decided to build a nipahat. So the couple, Carmelita and Jose, Carmelita and Jose, planned how to build the nipahat. So Carmelita told Jose, we better get a post first. You will be able to get the post and the mountain. You have to climb it and cut the matured coconut, because the government will not scold us because the matured coconut is not bearing fruits anymore. So it's used for the post of our nipahat. While you are there in the mountain, I will clean the side. So Carmelita, though she doesn't know how to cut grasses very well, clean, because she's very inspired and motivated to have a nipahat, clean very well the side where the nipahat will be built. Jose, who is also very eager to have nipahat, go down already with a four coconut tree pulled by the carabao, because that is very heavy. Jose only can carry one coconut, but he asked his carabao to carry with him the 3 coconuts. So they are there already. They are already there in the side. Then Jose make a 4 holes for the post. The nipahat is only very small, so it's maybe Carmelita and Jose will just be enough for them, for that nipahat. While Jose is making the post and making the hole for the post, Carmelita helped split the bamboo that they get already in the farm. They get it in the farm, and Carmelita remove all the huge leaves of the bamboo, then split it in several pieces. So when Jose noticed that Carmelita is already tired, he told Carmelita that you have to sit down because tonight we are having a special time. So Carmelita sit down. And look at his husband romantically. So, no, I am not tired. I'll help you split that bamboo. Let us finish this today, because tomorrow I want to see the structure of the nipahat. Okay, so Jose agreed with that very romantic request of Carmelita. Then tomorrow, according to Carmelita told us that tomorrow we are going to the group. We are going to get a nipa. Of course, because she was very much interested, they woke up early and went to the group and cut the nipa, then brought it to the side. So, Carmelita, she's not tired because she really wanted to have a nipa hat. Fold the nipa hat at the middle and put it on the strip of the bamboo and sewed it with a rattan. Okay, then while doing that, Jose went to the roof of the nipa hut and finished the structure of the house, the wall, and the roof. After doing that, the two helped together to install the roof of the house with the nipa that they made. And then they installed the wall around the nipa hut, and the result is very good. It's just a nipa hut, but it is good, made of organic, all material. They did not buy anything. Maria, I said, Carmelita did not buy anything. Because she promised that they will have a romantic time. Carmelita did not forget. You take it up, get the oil, coconut oil, put it in it. Then, and at evening, the two of them, because they had already the nipa hut, prayed together and thanked the Lord that they built a coconut nipa hut without spending any amount.
Hi, my name is Mariam Linsangan, and I am from the Philippines. And this picture shows you how beautiful the Philippines is. Okay, if you see, there are nipa huts here which are red in color, which Carmelita told us how to build it. And then we have mountains, and we have trees, and we have fields that you can plant corn or rice, and then we have beautiful rivers. And this is where I grew up, in the Philippines. And I have a story to tell you today, And one day, we celebrate my mother's birthday, and we went to the balcony of our house. We don't live in the nipa huts, but we had a regular house. So the celebration was my mother, my two sisters, and two brothers. My father died when I was 1 year old and killed during the war by the Japanese. So my mother raised us, all 5 of us. And then my mother was a retired teacher, and all of us, the 3 of us, were also teachers. I was a music teacher, my other sister was a home economic teacher, and my other sister was an English teacher, and my brother finished business. And so we were in the balcony of this house. It was a beautiful day. And my mother, during the celebration, she said to us, we are so thankful that the Lord brought us here in this beautiful, beautiful land. And we have to think of our goals in life, our mission in life. What is each one of us has a mission in life. And I was thinking of that, and my brothers and sisters told us about their mission. But I was thinking about this, and this is what the Lord showed me. Okay, 10 years ago, we went to the farm that my parents left us. It is 10 hectares of coconut land and lumber. And we have also corn, and we raise pigs and chickens in the farm. So one day, the Lord, when we visited the land, the people there told me, "Ma'am, we believe in God, but we don't have a church to go to." So the Lord gave me this vision to build a church. But I was just a retired teacher, and you cannot build a church on your retirement. So I just prayed, "Lord, how will I build a church when I don't have the money to build it?" And so the Lord showed me how to do it. When we were in Georgia, I was a member of a very big church, and then there were seniors like us in our organization, and I told my testimony, my story about building the church. And so after I gave my story, they gave me $1,500. And then, in the Philippines, $1 is 50 pesos. So that goes a long way. So I sent it to the Philippines, to start building the church. And when you obey what the Lord wants you to do, He'll really provide everything. Like He provided 3 pastors to the word. Pastor Agapay, Pastor Arquisir, and Pastor Ike. So these pastors went to the Philippines to preach the gospel, the good news of salvation. And then the church was not finished. So we moved to Miami, Florida, and I again gave my testimony about building a church. And then they gave us $2,500. So I sent it to the Philippines, and the church was finished. And then after that, my daughter, my mother, we went to the Philippines to dedicate the church. So during the dedication service, a lot of other churches came to celebrate with us. So my daughter spoke, and she was 32 years old. She has not been to the Philippines. This is her first time to go. And she was so happy that she could see the land that my parents left us. And I also spoke and thanked the Lord for this dedication service. And so, we, after a celebration, you usually have a big party. So we have the party, and we had lechon. You know what lechon is, right? Big roast pig, and we had adobo, we had sinigang, we had pancit, and all that, the Filipino dishes that are so good, So we were so blessed that we dedicated this church, and we had a big celebration. And also, before I close, I want to thank the senior center here. I want to thank that we have a center that we can go to and have a lot of activities. We have good music.
Thank you.
DJ, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we have to thank our past director, Jenny, and our new director, Laisha, Evelyn, and Maria. And they provide the storytelling session for us. And we thank our teacher. She's very patient. She's really dedicated. And we didn't know how to tell a story if she didn't teach us. So we are so blessed that we are in the center. Thank you very much for listening. I know each one of you has also a mission in life. It's up to you to really know what it is. And the Lord will lead you what that mission in life is. Thank you so much.
Sabi arrived
The story of Sabi.
in February from Guyana. Savi, her husband, and her 2 children. And for many months she prepared her trip, but when she was in that airport, everything was gray, everything was cold. And if Savi had had her ticket to go home, she would have gotten back on the plane at that very moment. But she had no ticket to go home. So life went on. But one day, Savi got up in the morning and took 3 buses. 1, 2, the 3rd bus. But she was decided she was going to go to the beach, to Far Rockaway, because everybody spoke to her about the beach. And she really wanted to see the sea. When she was on that 3rd bus, she went over a bridge, and on one side there were swans. Swans swimming in the water, and Savi knew she had done the right thing. She got to the beach, and oh, she could feel the breeze on her face. The ocean was huge and blue, and the sand was soft. She didn't know how to swim, but she decided to walk. And she walked in the water all the way to the other side of the beach and back. And she could see the people sitting under the umbrellas and the children playing. She stood there for a long time. And then she got back on the bus, the 1st bus, the 2nd bus, the 3rd bus, and she walked into her small house, and she knew that the grayness of this new country was gone forever. And since that day, that was 20 years ago, Savi, every Saturday morning, really early, she gets on 3 buses and goes to Far Rockaway. And that has kept her full of colors.
About a wedding. My cousin wanted to get married, but she wanted to get married in New York, but it was too expensive. So she wanted to go to an island, and it was too expensive, the airplane. So we found a boat and we took a boat. My cousin Elsie and my cousin Cora were the 2 fat. So the boat would turn, so that we put them in the middle so it could be even. And we got on the boat and we rolled and we rolled and we rolled. But then a wave came in and they wet us all on the wave. But we kept on, we got out of the wave and we kept on, we going. We got into the island, and with that day the pastor came, and they were gonna get married, but her dress got lost. She didn't have no dress. We made a dress and all that, and the pastor went and married them. No, they were happy they got married, but then she was naked. She put the dress, and they got married. They went into the ocean naked.
Oh no.
They went to do exercise. They did sex in the Las Vegas. They came out. They were happy. We had a party. They went to their honeymoon, but we stayed in the island. We had party. We laughed and we danced, and with that, then we went home. But we took the airplane to go home. When we got home, we were so happy. We told everybody that we had a nice time. That the end.
Esto para que la atención. That was good, right?
Yeah, that way.
Thank you very much. This was
Yeah.
Good job, good job. This time we have Edna. Señor Rubén, ¿nos saca a bailar, por favor?
Hey, vaya.
Mira, mira,
Vaya,
Hay varias cositas ricas de coco. We have several little things for coconut. So the people from the center will tell us how to distribute them. Véngase, señor Rubén. I think it's important that we dance a little because here you're always dancing. Véngase, señor. Sáquela a bailar. A una señora. Edna. Woo! La otra, Carmelita, señor Rubén. La otra, la señora María. Before you get up, we have a certain amount of little coconuts that we are going to give away. Let me ask you a few questions because you don't have, so you win the coconut. So the first question is, what is the name of the soup that we make in Puerto Rico? Sancocho. Sancocho. Anybody know what is the name of the soup you make in Philippines?
Nilaga.
Anybody know what is the name of the soup you make in Mexico? Anybody know? Pancita. What is the name of those who already have one? What is the name of the little houses that they make? The traditional house in Philippines.
Only one person.
What is the name of the woman that built the nipa hut? What is the name of her husband? Jose. ¿Qué más? What else can I ask? What did the squirrel say to the mountain? Anybody remember? What did the squirrel say to the mountain? You can't. Anybody remember? Okay, another question. How did the bird open the coconut? No? What else can I ask? What is my name? Anybody remember my name? What is my name? Valentina, okay. What is her name? You already have yours. What is her name? Carmelita? Okay, I think we have enough. Okay.
Oh, what is my name?
What is her name? What is her name? Alcanzaron. You have. Okay, we have enough.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Okay. I just wanted to hello everybody. Thank you for being part of this special program that we're so lucky to have in our center. ESTA, Julie Klein came to us and we sat, we met, and we right away knew that this program was for us, and they've been here several times. We've done some fabulous, fabulous work here with this program, so please. Yes, your dedication, so please, thank you so much. You built everything, you took information that's so wonderful from everyone's life here. I truly appreciate you, and it's wonderful. Thank you. And we also want to thank Raphael, Councilman Raphael Espinal, that was partial funding, and the city's, the state council for the arts also partial funding for this special program to take place. We're so, happy that we were chosen because not everyone not every center has this program.
Yes.
Acomel cocoa. And if you put the lime in the cup, what? What? You put the lime in the cup. There you go.
Oh no, no.
Excuse me. My coconut. You have little glasses.
She's a lovely young woman.
Yes.
She's enjoying the sun.
Yes.
The sun is like talking to her.
Kind of like.
Yeah, and she's also in the shade.
Yes.
And that's a boat.
That's a boat.
Yeah, and right on the ocean. The ocean is beautiful.
Okay.
It's like Caribbean, but it's also like she's kind of a city girl.
Because she got her headphones on.
She's got headphones, right? Is that headphones?
Headphones.
Yeah.
No, first I did the glue, and then I put like the pinkish purple. Then I came back and I sprayed it with the little blue.
Oh right, yeah. So
And then I cut out paper for the tree and for the boat. All that's paper. All this rest of it's paper.
Yeah. I remember you saying last year that you were like, this was like a lot of new stuff. To
It is
you,
new. It is
and
new.
This is amazing.
Right, because last year we did the clay.
The clay, the ceramic stuff.
Yeah.
My name is Damascus Marn. I am the Program and Community Outreach Associate from Elder City Art, or ESTA. ESTA is art organization that offer art programming that ignite creative expression, cultivate elders' role as holder of history and cultures, and generate new pathways in the community. First, I would like to thank you to amazing people from Cypress Hills-Fulton Street Community Center, Maria, Michael, and all the staff. Yeah, and amazing teaching artist, Saul. And all the participants, and you are amazing, and they are legacy and need to be, cherished. And one more thing that I would like to thank Rafael Espinal, Councilmember Rafael Espinal, to give us support for the Creative Aging program in East Brooklyn, such as this program. And thank you for Molly for documenting this program as well. And thank you everybody for coming. And now, going to call to Saul Bennett.
Thank you. It's nice to see everybody. It's nice to see so many people from the show. So I would like to thank the folks at ESTA for bringing me here. That's Elder Sheriff of the Arts. I'm really glad Dimas is here. And Julie Klein, the program director. I'm really grateful that I had this opportunity to come work with you. I also have to thank Maria and Mike for being amazing partners and so supportive. And I should also thank Charlie, because he was phenomenal in supporting the class as well. And of course, the Councilman Espinal, we really appreciate his help and support to make this possible. Spooky sci-fi sounds.
It's a library, sorry.
So one of the things that was really special to me about doing this class, and one of the reasons I really wanted to do it, is I'm a new resident of Cypress Hills. My family moved here in 2016, and it was just me and my wife Annette, and now we have 2 babies who are, I'm trying to get them to come here if they wake up from their nap. I really want you all to get to meet them, so I don't know if they're on their way or not, but I hope that they are. We're trying. We'll see. Maybe we'll be surprised. But I really wanted to be part of the community here, so it was really nice to have an opportunity to interact with residents and get to know people in our shared community. So that's really special to me, and I hope I'll have opportunities to come back and continue building that relationship. So this class was called Experimental Art Making, and the idea was to generate work through a lot of experimentation. Rather than trying to think up all your ideas ahead of time, ideas develop through messing around with materials, through mixing them up. And we did a number of things. We worked with watercolor, we worked with oil pastel, acrylic paint, collage. We mixed a lot of these mediums, and really it was very exciting to see the way everybody's ideas developed. Sometimes I would create a parameter, almost like an exercise or an assignment, and I always found that the most interesting work was coming when people would start with the assignment, but then kind of veer off and make their own rules. And that was really exciting to see, because to me that means like the artists are taking over. It's less of a student-teacher relationship, and it becomes this situation where your artistry and your vision takes command and drives the work in new and exciting directions. It was also really nice to work with all of you in the class, and I want to thank you for welcoming me, giving me a chance, helping me, sort materials, all the various big and little kindnesses that you shared with me. I really appreciated that, and it was very inspiring to see the work that's up on the walls. I'm extremely proud of having taught this class, and extremely proud of the work that's in this space and in the wall right outside. So thank you again. You guys are wonderful. How about a hand for this group?
So as I saw, he's an excellent teacher. Hopefully we can get him again. Demas,
Yes.
you're always welcome. ESTA Share for the Arts. ESTA Elder Share for the Arts is a very important program that enriches your mind, and it shows you how to create and be creative. So support programs like this. Tell Espinal to keep supporting these kind of programs, because it's through him that we can get all these programs at the center. So if you guys would love to look at the artwork, congratulations to all the artists. And now I'm going to hand the floor to Ella Barrow.
My name is Ella Barrow. I was part of the art program. I don't think Saul have heard his name as much as he has in his last couple of months. Saul, and we appreciate that. So on behalf of the art group, we developed something. Oh my God. Develop a t-shirt.
Wow.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So when the kids mess up, when the kids mess up that one, we developed another one. Carol did all our writing for us. It says Cypress Hills Senior Legacy of Art. This was designed by Carol. Ella painted. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. So when the kids mess up this one, then you can put that one. And I like the way you She did it. So this is from all of us. Thank you very much.
So you guys are welcome to look at the art. I would love to take a picture with the artists and their work. So.
Right, shop. Do you know? Look at this one. This one is nice. Right here.
I'll begin this there and then. Oh, you're going out of camera.
Here's mine.
Good, how are you?
I'm a strong believer in family structure. Family and growth, just like a tree. They grow up. So I'm a strong believer in that. I did the watercolors first.
Do you know what you were going to create when you started, or it kind of appeared to you?
I knew about the tree.
You knew it was
Everything
gonna be a
I do a tree.
Yeah.
So I knew about the tree, but then, like Saul said, you gotta have, you got too many spaces, so you gotta fill in the spaces. So I fill in the spaces with the idea of growing up, grow the trees.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Cycle, life cycle. Life cycle goes on.
Yeah.
And in between every cycle, there's a breakage. That's the way life is. There's a breakage. And it's up to you if you want to go up or down.
Right.
So it's that type of yes.
I love it.
Simple, but it has meaning.
He showed us how to mix colors. He showed us how to do everything, and once we were on the roll, even if we took it another way, he would allow us to do whatever we wanted to do. And that's how we come up with whatever we want.
So what did you do that you wanted to do that was like broke
Well,
the rules?
when he was doing the watercolors and the mixing of colors, I just started mixing not only two colors, 2 and 3 at a time, and making different colors.
Crazy.
And that painting is over. This is a painting of my grandchild and my daughter. They did the confirmation together.
Okay.
And that was my inspiration for this picture.
Oh, so that's the church. That's the grand.
This is the church. My grandson and my daughter.
When did this happen?
It just happened this past May.
Okay, and you were there?
And I was there.
Yeah. And where's the church?
The church is Blessed Sacrament on Euclid Avenue.
Okay, right around the corner, basically.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
And this one, I love flowers, and I just paint flowers.
you? Good morning. Hola. My name is Julie Klein. I am the Program and Training Director at Elders Share the Arts. We are the organization that has happily been working here at Cypress Hills-Fulton Street for a few years now. And we've done all kinds of exciting programs, hand-built clay sculpture. We did some collage and mixed media, previously painting. And we have a really special program for you today of clay jewelry that is going to include a fashion show, a runway show. But before then, we wanted to sort of whet your appetite with a story told by one of our professional storytellers, Pearl of Wisdom, Miss Joyce Bolden. She's going to speak about her own experience with fashion shows. So let's give her a round of applause.
Good morning. It's so wonderful to be here this morning. Wow, this senior center is really beautiful. There's plenty of good stuff here. And I'm happy to be here to tell you all about the fashions that I've done and the fashion shows that I've done. But what's more exciting today is that I'm here to see the models model jewelry that they actually sat and made themselves, which is really wonderful. How many of you have ever been in a fashion show? Oh boy. Oh, you? Yes. Well, fashion shows are really, they can be very difficult. They can also be very nice because when you have a lot of ladies, I've had a lot of men in my fashion shows because I do a lot of fashion shows with seniors. So what I do is that instead of using other people's clothing, I get them to bring what they are going to wear, whatever we have the most of and whichever looks the best, and I decide to do that because if they're damaged, if the clothes is damaged, then we don't want to have to be responsible for have to pay or replace somebody else's fabrics. So we do the last show that I did, which that because I'm a member of the St. John's Recreation Senior Center, not Senior Center, but we're a senior group. But we have it's the Recreation Center at in Crown Heights. So the last fashion show that I did was a few years ago, and it was great because every color that we had was black and white. So I did swimsuits, black and white. You think you ladies are not young enough to wear beautiful swimsuits and show some of that? Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I like to say that we're not old, we're only older. We're only older. So the ladies wore beautiful swimsuits. There were a few of them. One lady was small enough to wear a bikini, showing it all off, honey. And we had I have males do fashion shows also. So we had a male in the fashion show who wore his bathing suit. Well, he didn't display too much, you know, like the ladies, but anyway, it was nice. So from the swimsuits, then we went to daytime wear. Daytime wear can be casual wear that you wear something every day, and you look wonderful in it. A lot of the tights are very elegant today for a lot of the ladies who have a little bit of hips, or should I say a lot of hips? A lot of hips. But it was anyway, it was nice and it was black and white. I happened to have on black and white today. I wasn't even thinking about that when I got dressed. But I did think about the pearls because I represent the pearls of wisdom. So, and then from there we do evening wear. Evening wear can be very elegant. That's not the real elegant. I'm talking about evening wear, just going out. Generally, you can still look very nice and look very elegant. So we had nice colors in that. And then we have some of the men. And what I have the models do, they do different steps and different scenes, so it's not just coming out on the runway. You have to be careful on the runways because people can slip and fall on the runways, and then there's an insurance problem that may have encountered. So we don't use the runways. As you're going to see the models today, they're going to use the floor so that everybody has an opportunity to see what they're modeling, not just on one side, okay? So with the evening wear, it's nice, depending on where you're going. beautiful, beautiful colors in the hairdos and the jewelry to accessorize all of the beautiful outfits that they're wearing. And then of course we have the very elegant, you know, the gowns, the different hairdos, depending upon also where you're going, because the gowns can be flowing. You go to different ballrooms and they're very elegant. We also had some very nice African style. The hairdos, the outfits. So it's very interesting to see the different changes in the different styles of fashion that people can wear. And you're not really limited just because you may be smaller or you may be heavier. Yes, if you're heavier, you can wear styles. It depends on how you present it. We can present things in such a nice way because some people are smaller and they wear, it doesn't look that great. But it's been wonderful. I've been in a lot of fashion shows myself when I was much younger. Yeah, but that's okay. It taught me how to do what I did, from what I've done for many years, because I've worked with children doing fashion shows and then with seniors doing fashion shows. So it's just wonderful to get people out, and before you train them and teach them how to walk, how to display what it is that they're wearing. And it looks so, it's so elegant. So I think that I'm going to be so intrigued today and impressed with all the beautiful pieces of jewelry that I've seen. I took pictures of the jewelry, but it's so wonderful to be here today and to see what has been done by seniors with their own hands. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joy. Okay, a couple more things I wanted before our big show. We're building up suspense. Is this program was part of SUCASA, which is a citywide program that places artists and arts organizations in residence at senior centers to lead new arts programming. So this was a 10-week program. We fit it right in at the end of spring, meeting weekly a couple of times, twice a week, to create jewelry pieces. We wanted to especially thank Ms. Maria, our program director, that makes this all possible. Did you want to say anything, Maria? You're on the program.
No, I just want to thank ESTA, SUCASA, for bringing all these new ideas and all these wonderful things for you guys. I mean, I am so proud of our girls that just went in there and gave it a shot. Excellent teacher, Seema, everybody, and we also have Julian. Lisa was our ESTA consultant last year, and she's here for the show. I mean, ESTA always provides us with wonderful people. But what makes it wonderful is to see you guys getting into it and really showing off, not that you can do, but a part of yourself, because I was looking at the jewelry and they all reflect each individual person, their taste, their choice, and that was wonderful. I am very proud of you ladies. Congratulations, that was beautiful. Thank you, Julie.
We also want to especially thank Michael, Center Director, always been extremely supportive of our programs. And of course, a big shout out to the Councilman Rafael Espinal, who's made all of this possible and really connected ESTA with this community. That's been really incredible and fruitful. So I wanted to go ahead and introduce our teaching artist for this year, Sima. Sima and I met kind of randomly, and I've been an appreciator of her work for a really long time. When this site when we were matched through the SUCASA program, again here at this site, I thought Sima would really be a perfect fit. Her work is really incredible, and I think it's been a really lovely collaboration. So here's Sima to talk a little bit more.
Okay, I actually wrote out a speech, and of course, you might recognize this is a habit with me. I don't know where it is. So we'll go from ad lib, and I want to thank everybody that's already been thanked, but I also want to thank you. Flo or Florence? Florence. Whatever. I've called you both. Flo, without you, we would have bare, raw clay.
That's right.
You helped us so much, and you were so generous and kind and accommodating. You were wonderful to work with. And the other person who was not mentioned is right over there with the camera, Dimas. Dimas has been an amazing help, and I will confess at the end of every class session, we have this mass of materials and stuff, and I look at it and I go, and Dimas just would always dive right in, and I would turn around and it would be all organized to go back in the closet. So Dimas, I thank you for that and for your extra hands and your extra warmth, and thank you for organizing our slideshow. Please don't forget to notice this slideshow of the process. Please take some time and enjoy the art pieces on display. Do not touch. Do not touch. But please look carefully and enjoy. And before we start the fashion show, I just want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the opportunity to work with you. You've been amazing. You've taught me so much. I'm so grateful to have been able to be here. So thank you, everybody. And now we will go disco. So I will tell you this is my first fashion show. But here we go. We have our ladies wearing ceramic jewelry that they made out of mud. Okay, and first we have Rochelle. On the hat, handmade by Joyce. All right, Joyce. Okay, look at you. to go with the necklace and earrings. And next, we have Ella. Ella has been our backstage mama. Notice Ella is wearing black and gray beads that she made by hand. And notice the pin on her headpiece. Thank you, Ella. So, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our. I'm sorry, my notes got all mixed up. I can't count. Big finale, special treat. We have Gladys. You can see her magnificent necklace and earrings. Thank you, Gladys. Everybody come out. All my ladies come out. Everybody come out. Jewelry, one of our most ancient, earliest art forms. Thank you so much, ladies.
All right, wow. Let's give it one last round of applause. Ladies, amazing. If you want to take a seat, Ella, stay with me. We just wanted Ella as our incredible spokesperson for so many of our art classes we've had here. And so she was just going to share a little bit about her experience working with Sima in this class.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Ella Barrow. This is my second year, part of the center. And when they mentioned jewelry making, we had no idea what we was getting ourselves into. It's a very messy job. But as you can see, you can create amazing things. And it was fun. We learned a great deal. It's not just playing in clay, it's being creative. And we use our own heritage to make certain things. I'm into the African heritage, so everything I do basically is geared toward my African art, as you guys can see. And these ladies right here, we're nosy, so we in everybody's business. We go around to see what each other are doing, steal some ideas, but it was fun. This is my ceramics group too, so we stick together for everything. But I would like for everybody in the center to take advantage of everything that they have to offer here. You know, it's fun, you learn a lot of things, you're able to create a great deal of things, and our instructors was amazing. They brought out the you, they brought out the me, in being creative. So we do appreciate everything. I don't know about everybody else, but the 6 weeks went very, very quickly. You know, there's a saying that goes, time goes by fast when you're having fun. And that's what happened. And I'd like to thank you guys for coming and to share with us at this particular time. Thank you.
So, again, my incredible associate Dimas here, who is our assistant in this program every session, has gone ahead and created special certificates of participation for every member of the group. So I wanted to make sure that everyone came up and received your certificate for your really incredible work and dedication to learning something new, taking a chance, and expressing yourself. So Ms. Ella Barrow, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ms. Iris. Iris, thank you. Beautiful work. Thank you. Rochelle, Ms. Rochelle Irving. Thank you. Beautiful work. Oh yes, pictures. It's like graduation. Gladys. Gladys with a fabulous hat. Thank you. Beautiful. Good picture. I feel like a principal. Joyce Kelly. Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Congratulations. You made beautiful work. Thank you. Who's next? Berta. Again. And some that are in the audience. Look at this. Miss Lula. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Anybody else here? Everyone get one? Anyone else? Okay. Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here. Please take some time, talk to the participants, talk to the teaching artists, find out more about how these pieces were created. Check out more artwork, have some cookies, have some juice, and check out the photos of the process of making this work. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Your first time being part of a fashion show?
Oh yeah, the first time.
You look natural. You look like you really knew what you were doing.
Well, I try to do the best that I can. I can only do 3 classes, but at least I do something. But I like it. I enjoy them. Well, I always try to inspire something. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Are you going to do the class again next year?
Of course.
Oh, this is wonderful. It's marvelous. Sometimes you don't know, but as you sit and you start and you become more creative and you find that part of you that you never even knew about before.
participar con... Queremos agradecer mucho al Centro de los Ancianos que nos tuvo y nos ayudó a estar ahí un tiempo en lo que renovaban aquí. Le queremos agradecer aquí a Joana, a Hope Garden, a Divas y a Julie que nos ayudaron en el centro de ESTA y también Councilman Español.
Mira, ya, para que use tanto la voz. Ok, para los que no nos escuchamos, yo me llamo Emily, aquí mi compañera es Valentina y somos parte de un programa que se llama ESTA. Nosotros estuvimos aquí desde enero, pero como ustedes saben, no pudimos estar en nuestro hogar, su hogar aquí en Hope Garden. Entonces nos tuvieron ahí en el Centro de los Ancianos y queremos agradecerle a ellos, a ESTA, a Judy, a Dimas, a Valentina, a la señora Joana y también aquí a Hope Guardians y el Councilman Español que nos ayudaron todos para poder estar aquí. Nosotros hoy vamos a enseñarles y vamos a convivir y participar un poco con lo que hemos hecho nosotros. Vamos a empezar con una historia y de ahí vamos a jugar lotería, que es como el bingo pero con imágenes, y después podemos convivir en toda la comida que nos ayudó a hacer Gladys, Irma, Mariana, que fueron una parte muy integral de este programa y sin ellas no se pudo hacer esto, no se pudiera hacer esto. So, le vamos a agradecer a ellas con un aplauso todos, por favor. Siempre están aquí para ayudar. Y también Manuel, que siempre nos ayudó. Muchísimas gracias. Les voy a pasar ahora aquí a Valentina, que nos va a contar un cuento y nosotros podemos participar también.
Buenos días. Ay, qué rico el micrófono, ¿ah? Hay que gritar. Gracias por estar aquí, por habernos acompañado, confiado en nosotros. Muchísimas gracias. Felicidades, ya tienen casa otra vez. Y que nosotros nos haya tocado, ¿verdad? Este regreso fue un gran honor. Y bueno, esperemos, sé que tuvieron fiesta el jueves, ¿verdad? Hubo DJ, hubo pastel. Y pues ojalá todo este verano sea pura fiesta. ¿Están de acuerdo? Pura pachanga. ¿Cómo le dice usted de Puerto Rico? ¿De dónde es usted, señor? Puerto Rico, ¿cómo dicen ustedes fiesta? ¿Eh? De Puerto Rico, pero ¿cómo le dicen a la fiesta ustedes? Pachanga. ¿No? ¿Pachanga? No. ¿Cómo? Salsa, no, salsa es un ritmo. Pues aprovechando de que dijo la palabra mágica de la salsa, les voy a compartir un pequeño cuento que ya algunas escucharon. Para su ayo, como ya la guana mamá que mira woe. O paraguayo, como ya la guana mamá que mira woe. O paraguayo, hecho dará. Como ya la guana mamá que mira woe. Allá en una isla que está cerca de Puerto Rico, pero un poquito diferente, que se llama ¿cómo? Cuba, el yunque, dice la señora. Ahorita vamos a contar nuestro cuento del yunque. Bueno, hágase de cuenta el yunque. ¿Quién no conoce el yunque aquí? ¿Usted no conoce el yunque? ¿Quién le puede decir cómo es el yunque? A ver, este señor preferido. No se me vaya, señor, justo lo iba a hacer que platicara. A ver, ¿cómo es el yunque, señora? ¿Quién nos puede explicar cómo es el yunque? A ver, acá la señora Carmen, díganos, Carmen. A ver, la señora que no se quiere acercar por allá dice que es un ¿qué? Es un río que va de para acá, no que desde allá. Es una catarata, es una cascada. Tú sé que en México no hay yunques. ¿Dónde está la coca? Ah, la cascada. Y yo sé, porque sí tuve el privilegio de estar ahí, que el agua es transparente, es increíble. Pues en mi
cuento. ¿Usted también es de por allá? A ver, usted díganos cómo es el yunque.
Acá mucha agua bastante está saliendo y uno se baña.
Y uno se baña riquísimo. ¿Y está fría o caliente el agua? Está fría, pero se siente como que la vida le regresa a uno. Y bueno, en mi cuento, como les iba diciendo, en ese río hermoso vivía nada menos y nada más que el espíritu de la música que se llamaba Ecue. Y ese Ecue tenía una vida muy complicada. Pasaba todo el día rumbeando. Con quin quin, con taca taca, con quin quin, con paca caca, con quin quin, con taca taca, con quin quin, con tanta, con quin quin, con taca taca, con tanta, con tanta. Agua que va a caer, parece que va a llover. Agua que va a caer, lleva ya no la cenite. Agua que va a caer. Bueno, el cuerpo se la pasaba rumbeando porque era el dios de la música. Todo estaba de lo más bonito. Hasta que un día, en un pueblo cercano, había una mujer, de esas mujeres que en México les decimos chismosas. Así dice el cuento, perdón señoras. Era de esas mujeres que tenía una opinión, imagínense qué horror. De esas mujeres que decían lo que pensaban. Bueno, miren, de esas mujeres que cuando los hombres estaban reunidos jugando dominó, ella también jugaba y hasta apuntaba todo lo que iba saliendo de ahí. Bueno, de esas mujeres que decidió que no se iba a casar porque no querían darle lavando los trapitos sucios a un hombre, ¿va? De esas mujeres que decidió que ella no iba a cocinar, está un poquito enojada, que yo no voy a cocinar. Entonces siempre se iba al monte a agarrar su comida. Y esa mujer un día se metió al monte. Iba buscando, ¿qué le gusta a usted? Que crecen los árboles así sabroso, delicioso. Un aguacate, andaba buscando un aguacate. Hijos, pero ya se los habían comido todos. ¿Qué más hay en los árboles allá en nuestras tierras deliciosas? Mango, quería un mango así de esos petacones que llamamos nosotros así gordo, que les sale. Ya no había más guanábana, un palo de guanábana. Que va caminando al palo de guanábana. Ya no había guanábana.
Caimito.
¿Qué más? ¿Caimito? Ah, pues andaba buscando unos caimitos que yo no sé qué es eso, que es un caimito. Ah, un caimito. Tampoco ya no había. Bueno, pues aquella mujer que se llamaba Sicani iba caminando, buscando y se perdió. Y de pronto empezó a escuchar algo increíble. Empezó a sentir una cosquillita por acá, porque ¿qué creen? Los seres humanos no conocían la música como fue hace mucho. Iba caminando y sintió una cosquilla. ¿Usted qué siente cuando suenan los tambores, señor? ¿Dónde lo siente? ¿Es en serio la pregunta? ¿Dónde lo siente? Acá, ¿verdad? ¿Los hombros? A ver, unos hombros salseros, compañera. ¿Usted dónde siente aquel ritmo? ¿Usted dónde siente? ¿Acá? ¿La colita? Acá, bueno, unas caderas. ¿Usted dónde siente? A ver, los ecuatorianos, ¿dónde sienten la música cuando empieza a sonar?
La cadera.
En el corazón, pues el corazón de la señora empezó a latir. Y por acá, ¿dónde sienten la música? Cuando empiezan a sonar acá. ¿Qué se mueve? En las piernas. Bueno, esa hembra no sabía qué le estaba pasando. Se le movía la cadera, se le movía acá, se le movían las piernas, se le movía la cadera, el corazón. ¿Qué es eso? Y que va caminando de donde venía el sonido. Y que se esconde y que se asoma de atrás del árbol. Y que ve a Ecue tocando el tambor. Cum, toca, 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 cum, 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 y dice, le tengo que decir a la gente del pueblo, esto es increíble. Y que se regresa corriendo hasta el pueblo. Y llega al pueblo y le dice, gente, vengan. Ay, y todos, ay, está Sican la chismosa. A ver qué inventa ahora. Ay, Sican, ¿por qué no tienes unos hijos para que estés ocupada? Siempre andas paseándote todo el santo día, no que nosotros vean si trabajamos. Así le decían a la pobre. Y ella se enojó tanto porque les decía, es que hay algo tan hermoso, algo tan bonito, quiero que lo vean también. Ay, Sican, no nos estés molestando. Así que Sican, la hembra, aparte de ser bien abusada y tener su opinión, era bien valiente. Eran las 4 de la tarde y la hembra regresó al monte. Y que se va caminando derechito a donde había sonado aquel tambor. Y que llega y que escucha cómo el espíritu de la música le estaba tocando. ¿Cuál es su santo preferido? ¿Babaluaye? ¿Oshun? ¿Yemayá? ¿Quién quiere? ¿Changó? A ese no me la sé. ¿Para Changó? Obalube, obalube, obae. Obalube, obalube, obae. Obae. Obayana, yana, obae. Y luego, esa sí no me la sé. ¿Alguien se sabe una canción de bomba? ¿Una bomba? A ver. Tú, que venga la serpiente, que venga la serpiente, que venga la serpiente, que venga la... Cantó tantita bomba, que me cuesta. Y luego le dio sueño. Y tenía un problema, no sabía si dormirse ahí en el pastito o en la arena. ¿Ustedes dónde se dormirían? ¿Pastito o arena? Arena calientita, ¿verdad? Pero ahí estaba de que... Baba fururu, ereo, ocañeñe, el equipo. Y se durmió. Sicán, la hembra, se acuerdan que estaba escondida atrás del árbol y había llevado su jícara de agua para cargar el agua, que se quita el trapo de la cabeza y ¡pum!, que atrapa el cuello. Y que se va corriendo hasta el pueblo y que llega con su jícara llena de música exactamente a cuando estaba amaneciendo. Y ahí, en la plaza vacía, empezó a gritarle al pueblo: pueblo, vengan a mí, traigo la maravilla, vengan a ver lo que traigo. Y pues muy sicana, chismosa, viera que todos salieron de su casa, pues por si acaso, ¿verdad? Quizá traía algo interesante. Y en silencio la rodearon. Y cuando todos estuvieron ahí mirándola, Sicán destapó la jícara y la gente empezó a escuchar por primera vez cómo aquel calor de la música les entraba hasta el corazón y les empezaba a palpitar aquel corazón. Y ya mire oro, oro ache, iche y saramaboe, y ya mire oro. Y luego no fue todo. Empezaron a sonar los tambores. Y ahí empezaron los problemas. La gente empezó a mover las piernas, se les disparaba para un lado, ¿verdad, señora? Las piernas con la música. Y luego los hombros se les empezaron como a temblar. Y luego la cabeza. Y cuando empezaron a mover las caderas, ahí se armó la rumba. Y bailaron y cantaron y gozaron toda la mañana. Hasta que de repente el señor mayor de ahí, porque se escuchaba como las pobres vacas y los pollos corrían por todos lados, así que el hombre más viejo del lugar dijo: ¡alto! Vamos a trabajar al campo y en la noche ahí sí vamos a tener la fiesta, la pachanga, la rumba, ahí sí vamos a bailar hasta que el cuerpo aguante. Y la gente sí, las mujeres se fueron a sus casas. ¿Y qué creen? Hicieron unos platillos increíbles. Ese fue el día que se le ocurrió revolver el arroz con el pollo, ¿va? Pero ¿saben por qué? Porque estaban cantando ritmo tambor y flores, ritmo tambor, tambor y flores, ritmo tambor y flores, ritmo tambor, tambor y flores. Y los hombres se fueron al campo a cosechar y cortaron más caña que en su vida. ¿Sabe por qué? Pues porque iban cantando go garabato, go garabato, go garabato, go garabato. Y vino la noche. Y era en esa plaza. Olía a jabón, a limpio. Todos se habían bañado, todos traían su mejor ropa, estaban guapísimos. Pero no llegaba Sicán con la música. ¿Y como una fiesta sin música, ¿verdad? Sin salsa? ¿No hay vida? Pues ahí estaba la gente esperando, y esperaron, y esperaron, hasta que ya desesperados, hasta que ya hartos, fueron a buscar a Sicán a su casa. Tocaron la puerta, tum, tum, pero la mujer no salió. Volvieron a tocar, tum, tum, y por fin ella se asomó. Su cara estaba bañada en lágrimas, ella lloraba, lloraba, lloraba amargamente, y les dijo: el espíritu de la música icue ha muerto. La gente primero se quedó en silencio y luego faltó aquella persona, no faltó aquella persona que gritó: ¡ay, Sican! Tenías que ser tú, siempre diferente, siempre opinando, mataste a la música. Y otra persona gritó: ¡ay, Sican! Seguro que no le diste agua y se murió de sed, seguro que lo tapaste y se ahogó, seguro que lo dejaste caer. Y la gente se enojó tanto que en ese momento el anciano dijo: vamos a juzgar a Sican, la mujer que trajo la música al pueblo. Y la juzgaron. Y sí, decidieron que tenía que pagar su culpa con la muerte. ¿Se acuerdan que dijimos que Sican era valiente? Ella aceptó su culpa, aceptó la pena, pero dijo con una condición: que después de muerta me arranquen la piel de la espalda y hagan un tambor, para que la música nunca muera y esté siempre en el pueblo. Tempranito, mataron a Sican. El hombre más fuerte, muy despacio, le arrancó la piel de la espalda y encima de un vaso de madera bien tallado pusieron la piel. Y desde ese día, en ese pueblo, en Puerto Rico, en Cuba, en México, en Bushwick, suenan los tambores, suena la salsa. Y cuando hacen eso en las tardes debajo del árbol, los niños preguntan: oye, ¿y cómo llegó la música? Y los viejos siempre les hablan de Cue, el espíritu de la música, tan así que pusieron allí una hermosa estatua de Cue. Y yo digo, yo no sé de esas cosas, ¿verdad? Pero yo pregunto, ¿por qué no está también la estatua de Sican, la mujer que trajo la música al pueblo? Y desde ese día, todos rumbeamos. Para su ayo, como ya la guana mamá que mira, para su ayo, como ya la guana mamá que mira, echubele que ibalaye, jalaroye ibalaye, echubele que ibalaye, jalaroye ibalaye, echubele que ibalaye, jalaroye ibalaye, echubele que ibalaye, jalaroye ibalaye. Muchas gracias. El premio de los que participan va a ser un maravilloso puerquito mexicano, que es la cosa más rica que existe en este mundo. A ver, una última persona, una persona más. ¿Quién quiere voluntario de fuerzas? ¿Usted, señora? ¿Voluntario de fuerza? No importa. ¿Otra voluntaria de fuerzas? ¿No? A ver, con eso es porque en la segunda parte vamos a pasar ya a jugar la lotería tradicional mexicana. A ver, entonces, ¿quieres hacer tú el cuento, Emily? ¿Quieres inventar un cuento con esos tres elementos? A ver, mire, hacer cuentos es la cosa más fácil del mundo, porque lo hacemos todo el tiempo. El cuento es platicar algo, hacer comunicación, lo que en México le llamamos el chisme, sin hacerlo a espaldas de nadie. Entonces todo el mundo lo hace. Entonces les vamos a hacer una pequeña demostración de lo fácil que es, a ver si el próximo año que regresemos ya se animan a ustedes a estar contando el cuento y no yo. A ver,
a ver cómo me va. ¿Me van a ayudar ustedes, Ok. Había una noche muy caliente, y empezó a llover, pero estaba muy oscura. Y de ahí alguien pidió luz, y pedían luz, que salga la luz, que salga la luz. Entonces agarraron a un firefly, a ese mosquito que tiene la luz. Los metieron, ¿cómo es? Lucenas. Y fueron a agarrar lucenas y las metieron a un globo. Inflaron ese globo y la subieron al cielo. Exacto, y ahí salió la luna. Pero se dieron cuenta el pueblo que solo duraba un poco. Entonces tuvieron que inflar otro globo. Y ese globo lo llenaron con fuego. Le metieron ahí el fuego y lo mandaron ahí al cielo. ¿Y qué creen que salió? El sol, exacto.
pero se dieron cuenta que uno salía en la noche y otro salía en el día y nunca se podían ver. Entonces tuvieron que mandar otro globo, y en ese globo, ¿qué crees que pusieron? El corazón, el amor que conectaba la luna y el sol entre ese medio tiempo cuando está bajando uno y está subiendo el otro. Y es por eso que ahora tenemos esa imagen donde se comparte el sol y la luna, porque aunque no se conozcan al diario, siempre están conectados por el amor del corazón. Ah, esa fue mi historia. Gracias.
Todo fue completamente improvisado para que vean lo fácil que es. Reciben las tarjetas. A ver, les damos un premio. Esto es un puerquito mexicano, que es algo muy tradicional y que tú ves. Señor, su puerquito. Señor, su puerquito. Su puerquito. Es muy rico, en serio, en serio. Y también hay pajaritos. Ahora vamos a jugar lotería. A ver, compañera, ¿le pueden enseñar una tarjeta? Que me quedé sin ninguna. Miren. No me suena para explicar. Esta es la lotería mexicana. Es muy parecido al bingo. Nada más que nosotros llenamos toda la tarjeta para poder gritar lotería. ¿Sí? No tiene ciencia, y si hay duda, porque ve que en México a veces se dicen las cosas diferentes, viene el dibujito en la tarjeta. Sí, acérquese. Mire, aquí puede poner una silla. Y Mariana, los que están más cerca, por favor. Señora, los de este lado, por favor. No, los que están lejos, los de este lado. Para que se acerquen, por favor. Acérquense, porque si no, no van a ver las tarjetitas. Acá, por favor. Entonces, vamos a estar cantando, se llama en México el nombre de la tarjetita, y la persona que tenga todo lleno, aquí falta uno para el compañero de Puerto Rico. Sí, todo lleno, todo lleno. Ah, mira, acérquese, aquí hay una silla, señor. Si quiere jugar, aquí hay una silla, mire. Acérquese para que vean las imágenes. Y los frijolitos son para poder, como fichita para llenar. Tenemos premios para los que ganen, los primeros en ganar lotería. Ok, ¿listos? ¿Alguna de las señoras quiere cantar? Gladys, ¿quieres cantar las tarjetas? ¿Quieres cantar las tarjetas, Gladys? ¿Quieren cantar las tarjetas ustedes? ¿Quieren cantar las tarjetas? ¿Quiere decir ¿listos todos para empezar? Ok.
You're listening.
La flecha.
La flecha.
Yeah.
El músico.
No, he doesn't have it. There you go.
¿Cuál es el músico? Ella no ve bien.
La araña. No tiene. Doesn't have it. Esta. Caso.
No tengo yo.
La bacana.
Oye, pero la rosa.
La rosa. No, no tiene. Don't have it.
La corona. El sol y
La garza. El pájaro es el wii.
Dame la sombrilla.
A ver, un regalo acá porque el señor ya ganó.
Dame la dama.
Esta es panda y porque yo no puedo. Conmigo está maladrado toda la vida. Tengo 12 operaciones. ¡Manuel! He's from Stanhope.
Pedile a Joana, que mañana le traigo para devolver.
Don't forget to leave a little room for the cake. Hay pastel y frutas y que dejen un lugarcito, no sé dónde. Ya ni pie les puede caber.